So, and with that, we are going to move on to card of the week.
Yay.
Jim gets to talk about this week's card of the week.
Yay. I wish I had a copy on me, though.
Yeah?
I wish I did.
You
but
do?
I pretty much know what the card is.
You do know what the card does.
It is a card. One of my favorite cards, and I won't mess it up this time. From a game I've been playing for a very long time, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not Magic this time. We didn't change it like we did with
we did last time. Yeah.
I messed that one up.
Yeah.
And so it is called Graceful Charity. It is the third and final card of the Holy Trinity in Yu-Gi-Oh! GOAT format, which is pretty much all about 2005.
Now hang on. This is the... So you specifically said the Holy Trinity in Yu-Gi-Oh! GOAT format.
Yeah.
This is not the Holy Trinity in like all of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Well, it's not even legal in
that's
advanced
true.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's
so,
true. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, technically, yes, but they're
Yeah.
not even playable.
Got it. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. And so what this one does is it allows you to draw 3 cards, but then you have to discard 2 cards. So you don't really plus anything in theory, because you're drawing 3 cards, you're using the Graceful Charity from hand, and you're also getting rid of 2 cards.
So you're net even.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not really gaining anything like Pot of Greed, but you also get to see more cards than Pot of Greed, and the graveyard is super important. Hugely important in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I guess every card game pretty much.
Yeah.
So,
especially Yu-Gi-Oh! When like card draw is at a premium.
yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, yeah.
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 So I have a story about this card. Let me know when I can tell this story.
Okay. All right. Before we get to do the story.
Yes.
So one thing you're able to do in the format, right? There's a card called Thunder Dragon. You can reveal one in your hand, send it to the graveyard, and then go search your deck for up to 2 more copies of that card. Right? So you're like, all right, well, I can go do that, get the Thunder Dragon, get rid of the rest of the copies in the deck, which you're deck thinning, right? Then you can play the Graceful Charity, draw 3 new cards, and guess what you're going to be pitching? Those 2 Thunder Dragons.
Why would you pitch those Thunder Dragons?
Because they're not really, they probably won't really help you in terms of overall value, because you also have to sacrifice a creature in order to bring him out. And it's also better in the graveyard because now you have a light monster in your graveyard.
Ah, yes.
Because then you can go ahead and special summon a Chaos Sorcerer, a Blackluster Soldier, and Void of the Beginning as well. And those are huge beater cards in this format. They allow you to banish or exile stuff on your opponent's side of the field, or they're also just essentially free monsters that you can put out onto the field without tribute summoning. And one is 2200 attack or 24. And then BLS, Blackluster Soldier, is a 3000 attack monster, which is huge.
Yeah.
Greatly important. But, Dan, let's hear your story.
So, all right. So, guys, the first time I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And we have this on camera. We have this on camera. I think we do.
Okay.
When we streamed Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Was
it
that,
would be a VOD.
Because I'm pretty sure that's when this happened.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that this is when that happened. All right. So, I'm playing, and I was playing this Chaos Sorcerer deck.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only decks I have are Chaos decks.
Okay, got it.
Chaos Control or Warriors. You were playing Warrior.
Got it. That's what it was. Okay. So, I see the card Graceful Charity in my hand. I'm reading all these cards because I have no idea what these cards do, right? So I see the card Graceful Charity, says draw 3, discard 2. I'm like, oh, that looks really good. So I play the Graceful Charity. I draw 3 cards. Instantly I see, a Pot of Greed.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So I discard 2 other cards. I can't remember what I discarded, but then I'm like, I will now play Pot of Greed to draw 2 more cards.
It allows me to draw 3 cards, Dan.
Yeah, so that game, that was the first time I saw the entire, I got to see and play with the entire Holy Trinity of GOAT format.
Out of all 3 of them, which one do you hate the most?
Oh, easy. The
Delinquent Duo?
The Delinquent Duo. Because you played that first time, and I'm like...
I did it twice to you.
So here's me, okay, sitting on the table up. It does what?
Yep.
What does this card
He
do?
discards a card at random, and then if he has another card in hand, he has to discard another card of his choosing.
And then he basically like blinked it, like you brought that card back to me and played it, and I'm like,
I flipped Magician of Faith to take a spell card from my graveyard and be like, here you go.
As soon as he played that card, I'm like, okay, I am never letting him play that again if I have something to say about it.
Yeah, that one's rough, man. That card is rough.
Yeah, so that game
it's also my favorite one of the Holy Trinity.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm all about the drawing. Discard decks are fun to play too. It always feels bad on the receiving end, but however, if I've never seen a discard deck, if I've never seen a certain discard deck, it's fun to play against it because, like, you've said this before, like it's fun watching a deck go off and like, oh, I want to play that now. Like mono black discard, I love mono black discard. I played a mono black discard deck when War of the Spark was out with Davriel and a lot of discard effects. It was a lot of fun.
Imagine if Thoughtseize was, rather than you losing 2 life, it's 3 life. But you also get to look at their hand, take a card, but then they also have to get rid of a card.
Sign me up.
Sign me all day.
Sign me up all day.
I'll take that.
That's right, because Delinquent Duo, you have to lose some life, right?
1,000, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, sign me up. I will. 100% worth it.
Life's a resource.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah.
So, all right, Yu-Gi-Oh players. Let us know what's your favorite card of the Holy Trinity of GOAT format,
or just your favorite card,
or your most hated card.
Definitely that one. I don't care about your favorite card anymore. Tell me your most hated one.
Yeah. Isn't it like your most hated one and your favorite one? Aren't they mostly the same thing? Because it's the one you love to play, but also hate to play against it.
No.
No,
I wouldn't say that. No.
So what's your favorite one then?
My
favorite's Delinquent Duo.
Yeah.
What's your most hated one?
Well, all right. If we're saying, I think I would have to say out of just the Holy Trinity.
No, just in all of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, in all of Yu-Gi-Oh, my most hated card. Wow. I don't think I know off the top of my head.
All right. Well, then let's the Holy Trinity then.
Okay. If I was versing it, I would have to say Graceful Charity, because I know if they drop a light and a darkness monster from their hand, then they're going to be like, here's a BLS.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So they can just get so much value from that. Although picking apart your hand is definitely rough, but in Yu-Gi-Oh, there also comes a time in like the stalemate where it's just like, oh, I draw a card, pass. They draw a card, pass. I draw a card, pass.
That happened, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not as bad with the Delinquent Duo. I just love it.
Yeah. Early game, it really sucks.
Yeah. Especially if you get something good.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's great.
Yeah, for sure. So